You guys there or what?
We are. We're live, Tim. We literally just went live after the Bethea pick. We had some technical difficulties, and now we just saw Jones throw the incompletion to the back of the end zone intended for Ellison. So the quick pick, we're in it. We got Tim. I think we got cousin Joey calling in too. So we'll have all three heads going at it live tonight, and the Giants will settle for a
You
field
guys,
goal.
are you can you hear me or what?
I could hear you, dude. Can you hear me? So the Giants get the pick by Bethea, and now settle for three. And welcome, Giant fans. So we got off to the late start, a little awkward there coming in, but we are in and we are ready to go as we hit our first commercial. Haven't done this in a couple of weeks. It's been crazy. Schedules have been mixed up and stuff, but we are ready to go. I think we got Joey on hold.
All right,
If you,
I'm good. I can hear you now.
we got Tim in. I think we got Joey in. Joe, can we hear Joey? Get Joey going. Welcome, Tim.
What's up?
How are you, buddy?
Hey, a lot happened in the little minute that we tried to get on.
Yeah, how about that? That's better than nothing happening, and it's better than
Yeah,
some of
you
the.
know what? Thank God Bethea
At
did
least it was
something.
good, right? I mean, it was positive stuff. Then we don't have to come on and say, we're
I'm usually
down
complaining about
7-0.
Bethea, so that's definitely a good thing. He actually might stay off the list of shame. We'll see.
Hey, that would be nice for a change.
Yeah, that would be nice for him. That'd be nice for me because I'm sick of complaining about him. But I don't like the play calling. I think we were too predictable on the goal line.
Are you surprised?
No, I mean everybody knows we're going Saquon first pick, or the first run. That's fine. I really think Daniel Jones should have rolled out on the second down.
Well, I mean, I think you. Joey's on hold. Let's try to bring Joey in, or he's muted, or go out and come back in, Joe, if you're listening, or whatever the
Hey,
fuck.
hey guys, you hear me?
Hey,
Yeah, I
I
can hear you.
got you. What's up,
All
handsome
right,
man? How are
good
you?
stuff, good stuff. What's up, bro?
Well, I
All
think it's
good.
funny that we have the three of us together. So, because I am about as negative as you can get when it comes to this franchise. Tim is all the way on the opposite side of the spectrum. Tim is the most positive Giants
Well,
fan.
compared to you, everybody looks at positive
You
this year.
know, but you fucking love it, dude. You don't see there's a silver lining to everything, and I tip my cap to you. God love you, all right. And then there's Joey, who's like sort of in the middle. Like I talk to Joey sometimes, and me and Joey go at it, and he's a lot more positive, and he'll make a case, and then there are times where Joey is just going off the deep end like me too. So I think we got a nice little flavor across the board
That,
as the Giants
that,
kick off for the second time already. If you're just joining us, welcome. It's been a couple of weeks since we did this. You got James here, you got Joey here, you got Tim here with you. Cowboys coming out for the second time. First play of the game, Bethea got the pick. Giants set up golden territory to put 7 on the board. Don't do it. Settle for 3. Cowboys second go around as Prescott breaks the huddle. So we appreciate you joining. Like, subscribe, share, all that good shit as we see Prescott take it from the 25-yard line. Giants in those beautiful old school Giant helmets
I
in
do
all
like them.
white. Cowboys in the dark blue with the gray slacks, and Prescott takes the snap. Looks left, throws, and has a man complete. It's Gallup across the 40, and he's out to the 42-yard line. Complete the Gallup first down.
And to be honest, that's the kid I'm worried about. I know Cooper's going to get his catches, and because he's Cooper. But Gallup is the one I'm worried about because he's a game changer. It all takes is he's fast as hell. One of those little slants he can just take it.
And here's Prescott, naked, no backs with him, 5 wide, out of the gun, drops back, now steps up, throws, and has a man complete. Looks like Witten. looks like they'll spot it just across midfield in Giant territory. Gain of maybe 8, 9, somewhere around there, depending on the spot. It'll be second down and 2. Joe, I know you like Gallup.
Yep.
Joe's a big guy. Thanks for that insight, Joe. And on second down and 2.
Hey, listen, man. He's a sleeper, and he's not. So,
I know you like him. I like him too. I think he gets a lot of looks here. And play action to Smith, and it's complete to Witten. Witten down to the 40, inside the 40, marked out of bounds at around the 38-yard line.
And if it's per usual, Jason Witten's going to have about 15 catches today.
Unbelievable, right? You would think like after all this time, like cover him. And you figured if not him, it would be Jarwin Binks, who would just be running crazy. It seems like those guys always have huge games against the New York Football Giants. So Cowboys, after the interception, now marching at the Giant 37 is where they marked it. And the handoff goes to Zeke. Stutter step to the left, now back upfield, inside the 35, down to the 33, 32 maybe. And there's Witten, career against the Giants. 159 receptions, 16 touchdowns. My God.
I feel like I have to bring out my Carl Banks jersey with these uniforms.
Bring out something. Put
Don't
that
be nice.
jersey in the freezer. Get a Witten jersey and put it in the freezer. Here's Prescott out of the gun. Now hands it off to Zeke to the right, and he darts inside, picks up a first down inside the Giant 25 down to the 24. So some motion to the left caught the Giants' attention. Zeke back to the right, cuts it upfield, gets a first down, and Cowboys continue their march. Good pull there.
You know what killed that play right there?
Line.
Golden, Marcus Golden trying to sneak in the gap. Went right inside, left the gap right open. That's why he shouldn't be playing D-end.
Well, there he was, left out to dry. And at the 24-yard line, Cooper steps inside towards the line of scrimmage, and the handoff to Zeke. And now a little stutter step and gets a hole, and he's inside the 20. Gain of around 7. Good patience there by Zeke. He waited a split second, waited for the hole to open, and then, boom, jet right through it. And a nice gain of around 7 sets up a second down and 3. Important Giant defense, if you're going to bend here, don't break and try to maybe hold for a field goal. So if you're looking at it that way, here's a huge second down. 2nd and 4. They said it was a gain of around 6. And the handoff back to Zeke, and he's going to pick up the first and drag down at around the 12. Gain of around another 6 yards.
Right now, I'm going to be honest. I don't like the way they're using Leonard Williams right now. He's just part of the rotation. When your 4 really best defensive players are on your defensive line, put them out there.
Well, if it's against your scheme and you haven't been practicing it, how do you just throw it the fuck in, Tim? Which was part of the reason, don't get me started on Leonard Williams. There's a fumble on the snap, picks it up, and he's dropped. So, was that X-Men? Who got him there? Was that Carter? I couldn't see.
That was Carter. Carter got the
Okay.
sack.
So, out of the gun, Prescott gets smacked in the chest with it. Instead of just going down, he tries getting back up and then gets pummeled. And a huge loss on the play. And it'll be second down now and 15 for the Cowboys. Out of the gun.
All right.
Back.
Oh, my
Prescott
God.
throws. Got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Randall Cobb.
That was on Valentine.
Prescott
Should have been Gallup.
stepped up in the pocket and just lofted the ball, beat Valentine. Not a lot of pressure there. Prescott plenty of time, and here's a flag. There's a flag late. What can it be? Oh, the intrigue. Both teams will be offsetting penalties. Holding
Roughing the passer.
and roughing the passer.
So
Who did the roughing the passer?
Leonard Williams.
God Jesus. Welcome, Williams. You get the holding penalty that would have moved him back. And fucking he fits right in, folks. That was worth the top 70 pick. Paying dividends already. Sign him.
Oh,
You get the
that was kind of weak.
No, it wasn't. That pile drive at the end was not weak. Did you see how he ended the play? Come
Well,
on.
you know what? If you're gonna do something, do it big. Don't
Oh, come on, silver lining. So, regardless, the touchdown is off the board. You're looking at 2nd and 15 do-over from the Giant 18 out of the gun. Prescott looking left, lobs it. Same place, different receiver, and some contact, no flag. Was looking for Pollard on the linebacker. Was that
David
Mayo? Yeah, and good coverage there. I think he might have got away with a pull, but so be it. No flag, no penalty.
I'm going to tell you right now, I like this David Mayo kid. He hasn't had much playing time, or he didn't come for much playing time. But he's played a lot for us.
See what I mean, Joe? He likes everybody. See what I mean, Joe? Look at this.
I see
He's a David Mayo guy.
I'm keeping quiet for now.
I know. I'm waiting for you to explode. I love it. I love it. I love it. So here we go. 3rd down and 15. Let's hold for a field goal here, fellas. Out of the gun. Pressure. Screen. Set up and dropped. And good thing it was dropped. Pollard looked like he might have had some room as the Giants came flying through. But regardless, there you go. Incomplete. Giants bend. Don't break. And a chance here for Meyer to tie this thing up at 3 early.
The one thing I'm definitely seeing with Golden, at least in this game so far, is he's over pursuing. He's not standing in control. And that screen pass would have been on him.
Yeah, they were beat there and got lucky that Pollard, as Meyer puts it through.
Hey, can you guys do me one favor?
Yeah.
Fill me in on the beginning. I missed the field goal. What happened? Because I was watching a real game hockey. Obviously, I was watching a Ranger game for a little bit. So.
Oh my God, you're like the only one.
I'm a Sabres fan, so I can't say nothing.
Oh my God.
So there you go. There you go. Worlds colliding. I love it.
It's not bad, dog. He's a Sabres fan, which is okay. It's better than the Devils that are. What happened in the beginning? What happened?
So in the beginning of the game, first play of the game, Prescott looks like he wanted to get a quick slant, and Bethea was standing right there. I don't think there was any way he could have saw Bethea, and he made a pick on the play. Nice little return from maybe the 29-yard line down to. I mean, they had 1st and goal, Tim, right?
Yeah, it was 1st and goal.
Yeah, and then 3 straight plays. No bueno. 3rd down incompletion. First 2 runs. And that was that. Am I correct, Tim, in that assessment?
Pretty much.
Thanks.
Pretty much. It was Saquon first, and it was going to be Saquon second, and it was predictable that Daniel Jones had to pass, so they brought everybody.
Now I saw the 2nd down play because we were having technical difficulties. I was trying to get set up, and the 2nd down play was a dive. The 3rd down play was an incompletion intended for Ellison in the back of the end zone. Was the 1st down play anything special, acute, trying to get the ball to Barkley, or was it a straight dive? So no creativity, nothing, just 2 straight dives to Barkley.
Yeah.
The only difference was the first one under center or out of the gun? Because the second one was out of the gun, right?
The second one was out of the gun. The first one was
I'm trying to find a way that they were fucking different, and it wasn't just 2 dives and an incompletion to Ellison.
What they should have done, honestly, is let's use Daniel Jones' mobility, roll him out, and then pass it in. Because everybody knows what's going to Barkley. Everybody knows.
Yeah. You play a little.
Dallas has too good of linebackers for you to sit there and just be that predictable. Jalen Smith's going to run either somebody down.
Yeah, take a playbook out of the Ravens thing last night with R, right?
Yeah.
And do that. I mean, honestly,
try something. That's why I asked if the first play to Barkley was like was it a pitch? Was it something to try to get him outside? Not just 2 straight dives up the middle, because I missed the first play completely, and it's disappointing because if you're set up in that situation, why not? It's the first minute of the game, you're set up in goal.
You were playing house money at that point.
Get 7. Go get yourself 7 points. Be aggressive there and very vanilla on the play call. So we'll get a chance to see this riveting Giant offense again. led by Daniel Jones. First time in 15 years a quarterback other than Eli Manning is starting against the Dallas Cowboys, and us three knuckleheads are going to bring it to you for as long as we can stay awake.
So we'll be out of here by second quarter.
True indeed.
Yeah. I ate late too, so I have the itis. Oh man.
Oh, what'd you eat? Fill us
Pizza,
in.
Joe. I got home late from work. I called the local pizzeria, a wonderful woman named Linda Ruffino, who makes beautiful pizza. Ruffino's Pizzeria. But she's from New York. She's from Queens, so the pizza is absolutely delicious. I lucked out bumping into her. So yeah, I got some pizza, and that was it. Here's a reverse, a little end around there, and that was at Slayton. Try to get him in motion, little jet sweep on the quick little handoff as he came in motion, and the Giants pick up around maybe 5 or 6 there. Solder, awful. Hernandez, not bad. Jalapeno, awful. Zietler, underperforming. Remmers, Giants offensive line. Barkley, Tate, Latimer, Slayton, and Ingram are your skill players. How about that? Daniel Jones, handsome Daniel Jones. As Barkley comes in motion, steps to his right. Looks like the Cowboys are in a zone. Here's Jones, and he is killed. He is killed. He's fucking killed. He didn't have a chance.
Remmers just got demolished.
I mean, DeMarcus Lawrence just fucking destroyed Remmers, for lack of a better. I mean, there's no other way to say it. I don't know. He gets illegal hands to the face and still doesn't fucking do anything. And Jones is just shit smacked right into Solder, who was about to get beat too. So, awesome start. Maybe that's why they handed it to Barkley twice, as the Giants now face a 3rd down and 11.
Oh my!
From their own 25. Jones throws downfield, looking, taking a shot, and a lot of contact. No flag at all. Watch Shermer challenge this. Was trying to get long down the right sideline against Awuzie, whatever the fuck that guy's name is. Little chip there by Ingram, and DeMarcus
I just want to put
Lawrence,
it out there. If the Leonard Williams one was a QB, late hitting QB, why wasn't that?
Let me tell you something. I got news for you. I just said, what did I just say? I'm going to make a bold prediction. I just said no other quarterback has started against the Cowboys in the last 15 years against Eli Manning. If DeMarcus Lawrence continues to hit Daniel Jones like that, we are going to see Eli Manning tonight, because he, in two passes in a row, just got destroyed by DeMarcus Lawrence. Giants need to fix that ASAP.
It's ridiculous.
You think Eli's really quick and want to get in there?
No, not at all. I don't think Eli's going to want to get in there at all. But I don't. But Tim, he just took one shot to the head and another shot to the ribs. Like, I mean, I don't want to see the kid get hurt. Like, I'm not saying take him out. Let him fucking play. He's a man. But like, you got to fix that, or else you're playing with fire.
Yeah, you guys. This is coaching. This is what coaching comes down to. You look at what's happening.
Hold on though. Is it coaching with Solder and Remmers? Or is it just Solders and Remmers aren't good? I mean, you're talking about.
I understand 100%
you're
what you're saying.
You're talking about 2 10, 12-year guys, Joe.
I understand what you're saying 100%. Okay, 100%. But you know what? When you have a team, you need to coach them. No matter what you have on that field, you need to adjust. DeMarcus Lawrence is doing. He rushed 2 plays. He rushed full speed, and then he did a stunt. And you didn't stop him. Hold on. Un momento, por favor. You didn't stop him both times.
Chipping?
Figure it out.
Who's chipping? Like, all right. So if
exactly,
you're left tackle,
that's exactly what I'm saying.
If you're left tackle or right tackle are weak, you're going to slide your line over. You're going to chip with a tight end. You're going to chip with a back.
Right.
Okay.
And that's what.
What if the tight end sucks at blocking?
Yes.
But what if the tight end sucks at blocking? That's the GM who put the tight end on the roster.
Well,
the roster is being built.
That's a whole. Listen, we all know this. But
Well,
when it comes down to,
that's what I want. That's the root of the problem.
hey,
Is that
listen,
the roster, like, it's tough to coach. Like, if this was a second year tackle, who this was a second year under Shermer, and there was no progression, I would totally agree with you. This is Nate Solder. This is the Super Bowl champion. Like, what are you going to
100
coach? He's just getting
One-
flat out fucking beat. Remmer's
Exactly.
just got flat out beat.
So what do you do? So what do you do
Pray.
as a coaching staff?
Fucking bring a rosary to the game.
But
Here's
I
Prescott.
mean,
the one thing you're saying, and I agree with it, is you got to make adjustments, especially the mid-season. In your mid-season, you know what you got, and you know what you're weak at. You know what your strengths are. So let's, lean towards them.
As Zeke goes for 9 there on first down, it'll be second
You got to
down.
figure it out, man. I mean, I understand all that stuff, but like, from a coaching standpoint, yeah, no matter what it is, your stud rookie or your veteran stud is you got to figure it out from a scheme standpoint and say this is not working.
Well,
I mean, it comes
it's
down to the
obvious.
players 100%. 100%. If the
I mean,
players are
it's
not good
obvious.
enough, that's
No.
fine. But you need to figure out from a coaching standpoint how to do something to help it.
I also read a very here's the thing that's a complete quagmire about this roster as Zeke picked up the first down and the Cowboys have the ball, looks like maybe at their own 40 here on 1st and 10. Let's go through this play. Cobb in motion to the right, and here's Zeke at a gain of around 4.5 or I forget where I was going as a flag down on the play. Okay, so I read something the other day where the Giants have the when you look at plays played this season by rookie, by rosters, and it was illegal formation against the Cowboys.
Yeah, they're
The
by
Giants,
far the most.
by far, by around 400 plays, have the most plays played by rookies throughout the league. So it speaks to the fact that this is a very young team and they have to get better, and they're sorting some things out right now and stuff like that. That's all fine and good, but the glaring issues on the roster right now are the veteran fucking players. It's the left tackle and right tackle. Even if you look at the defensive guys, they're still young players. The majority of them, a lot of guys in the secondary.
But they would be in the 1 weak spot in the secondary. He's been getting toasted all year. He's a strong safety. He shouldn't be playing free safety. He doesn't have the speed anymore.
But look across this roster at guys that have been lit up for the majority. Jenkins is a veteran. Solder is a veteran.
To be fair, Jenkins is not having a bad year.
Oh, come on, dude. He's not having a good one either for the amount of money he's getting fucking paid.
Right now he's having a career year.
Who are you talking about?
Jenkins. A career year.
Yeah, he's got 4 interceptions. That's the most he's ever had in his career.
That's because he's getting fucking picked on. It's a lot easier to get interceptions when teams do nothing but throw the fucking ball at you because they have no respect for you. Occasionally, fucking the sun shine on a dog's asshole every now and again, Tim.
Well, that's one thing you got to say, too, is how's he getting thrown at that much when there's that many rookies out there?
Because he's not very good. They have no respect for him. It's not like they're shying away from him, Tim. I mean, it's not like teams are just canceling one side of the field out. That's not happening. 2nd down and 2 here out of the gun.
He's good. He's good.
Stiff bomb, and he's inside Giant territory down to around the 45, maybe the 44-yard line as the Cowboys get it moving here with 4:20 left in the first quarter.
If I would look, there you go. Right there shows enough of Jenkins. If I would have got a 7th round pick for him, 7th round pick, I would have fucking.
Now that's Zeke. Now that's not Zeke. That's not Zeke that happened to. No. You come high on a guy like Pollard. He puts you on the fucking back instead of coming low and making a solid tackle. You come high, you come lazy, you get put on your back. First down. And there it is.
Hey, 7th round pick for Janoris Jenkins. Bye bye.
It was just a matter of trying to get him off the roster. I
Unfortunately,
didn't care
they're not
what
going to
the
get
price
nothing
was
for
on
him.
the fucking.
They're not going to get
back.
nothing for him. They're not signing him next year.
No, they're not.
So
No,
so you
He's still
got
got
nothing.
1 year left.
The window on
He's got 1 year
Jenkins was
left.
here, as it is complete right at the sticks. Looks like it'll be a first down with the spot at the 33-yard line.
I'm going to
maybe?
call the prediction right now from what I've seen and then what I've read. I bet you Jenkins is on the team next year.
So do I.
He's got 1 year left.
Oh, yeah.
It's not a big cap number, and all guaranteed money's gone.
No,
So
I
there's a
totally
possibility
agree
to
with
trade
you.
him,
Ken.
but
Good stuff there, fellas. So on 1st and 10, Cowboys tried to get wide with Zeke, and the Giants all over it. White jerseys all over the place. And it's going to be a loss of around 3 on the play. And I'll set up a second down and long for the Cowboys. Look at that division. Riveting. Second down and 13. 3 wide receivers and Jarwin. Looks like 4 wide receivers, actually. Zeke steps to the right. He was pressured, now throws away. Intended for Gallup. It'll be 3rd down and 13.
Hey,
the one thing I'm seeing,
defense is playing not. They're playing pretty good right now.
yeah, but the one thing I'm seeing with this Leonard Williams being in here, they're doing a rotation.
Love those jerseys.
The white
They're
jerseys,
doing a
Joe?
rotation of interior
Love 'em.
pass rush.
Oh, I love the
Yeah, I do
jersey.
love
How
those
about the
jerseys.
helmet, Joe? The old school helmet. Does it not remind you of like the late 80s? Mid to late 80s, Joe? That Giants across there? Oh, I love it. I want them to go back to that. 3rd down and 13.
Leonard Williams was there.
Pressure. Hit.
Leonard Williams
Throws.
was there.
Incomplete. Baker was there. No flags. And that's it. Nice job by the Giants. Good pressure by Williams on the right side. Prescott couldn't really step into the throw. Lofted it down the left sideline, intended for, looked like might have been Cooper. But nevertheless, good coverage by Baker. And incomplete.
All right.
B-A-U, people. And here comes Brett Meyer. This will be from 54.
Missed.
Snap, spot, kick, up, and it is no good. Hooked it. My right, his left. No good. Either way, Giants will be set up in good field position when they come back. There you
Now,
go, Pat. Look at that fucking sheet, baby. Pick a play, Pat.
What does Mike Shula do during the game?
I don't know. Jerk off
And
Tanny.
what's he doing during practice? If he's not calling plays or anything like that, what's he do?
Jerk off Tanny.
Him and Tanny just hang out?
There's a reason why Tanny's kept around on the roster. I think it's definitely Shula.
Tanny makes me laugh that he's still on the roster. They cut him. They brought him back a week later.
I love how they just know that they can put him on waivers and no one's going to pick him up at all.
Yeah, leave him out there. He's fine.
Your brother, Joe, your brother is on the app. He's on Discord. And I'm trying to I don't know how to maneuver him to get to us. Forgive the silence, Giant fans, as we try to.
Yeah, we definitely diversify. Who's on?
Yeah, I mean.
The original 4 have not been consistent.
Well, it would be funny if we get John on because John is Joey's brother.
Yeah.
He's a funny fuck.
Oh, hey, this even better.
I mean, there you go. That sums it up. And I think we got to patch Joey back in. Crispy, you there? Get these guys in here.
All I gotta say, you know what? And I know you weren't a big fan of the trade. He's looked good since they've been in there.
Explain why, again, for maybe new listeners, why I was not okay with the trade. Okay?
Let's give up whatever was given up. Leonard Williams, the player.
Buying low on the talent of Leonard Williams, I had no problem with. As the Giants, there you go, Tim.
All right.
Little fake Jones first down into Dallas territory down to the 40-yard line. So we'll play action there.
If you're going to get hit, let him do it on his own terms.
So we'll play action fake to Saquon there going right, and then Danny Dimes turns it up, lowers his head, doesn't slide, and takes it down to the 40-yard line. Out of the gun again. Barkley to his right. This time it goes to Barkley, and he is dropped no gain by DeMarcus Lawrence. So again, I had no problem with the acquisition of Lawrence, buying low on a young guy that you think has some upside and has shown some flash, and maybe it was a bad situation, blah, 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 all that good stuff. The problem that I have is that he was on the block from the entire offseason. Nobody bid. The only other team at the bidding table was the Cowboys, as the Giants look at a 2nd and 9 here. Jones out of the gun. Barkley to his left. 3 wide receivers to his right. Takes the snap, looks, throws over the middle, complete. Evan Ingram takes a shot, but it'll be a first down at the Cowboy 27-yard line. So the only other team that was even talking to the Jets was the Dallas Cowboys. On Monday afternoon, the Cowboys made the move for Bennett. They were out. So there was no reason for the Giants on Tuesday, with the trade deadline being Wednesday afternoon, to at that point give up a top 70 pick for a guy that you could have gotten free agency or for possibly a cheaper price. Here's Barkley. He breaks a tackle to the 20, and he's dropped there just inside the 20 to the 19. Nice run by Saquon.
Going into the second. Tied 3-3.
That was my thing, Tim.
Yeah.
Why are you bidding against yourself?
I totally understand why you got mad. Especially, let's put it this way. I can't. There's no way I can't agree with you a little bit, because I pump up Gettleman on how he drafts, and then you're giving up one of his assets.
A top 70 fucking
that he does well at.
Yeah.
I think that, honestly, the way that went down, Gettleman looks like an idiot.
I mean, he does.
I'm sorry. Listen, Leonard Williams can be fantastic. Don't get me wrong, but what transpired and what was done, dude, you're giving up a 3rd round pick next year, and then a possible 4th round pick the following year. Come on, man. I'm sorry.
No, I totally.
Sorry,
totally
I don't like.
you.
I like Leonard Williams as a player. I do, but do we need Leonard Williams? Like think of the repercussions surrounding that. Like, what are you doing? You're grabbing Leonard Williams. Okay, so what's going on with the rest of the defensive line?
Well, that's the thing. I think he's trying to keep the defensive line going. You see how Carolina's is their line, and I think that's what he's trying to build up. And I definitely think Leonard Williams is capable of being like a K'Wan Short or somebody of that nature, maybe even better.
Maybe even better. Okay, so you're giving up all that stuff, but what do you have now, and what are you letting go? Think about that. Because you can't.
So you gave a 3rd round. As far as the picks 2 years from now.
No. I'm talking about the players that you have. The players that you have right now on your defensive line.
They're all rookie contracts.
Tomlinson's going. Right. So obviously,
Tomlinson's not. He's still going to be in his rookie deal. They might have to give him his 5th year option.
Jimmy, what's his rating? I think you know this. What's his rating from a defensive lineman standpoint?
All three of the defensive linemen have graded out to be the best three defenders on the team before they made the trade, and I believe Tomlinson was the highest of the three rated. I believe he had an
Tomlinson,
80,
exactly. So he's on a rookie
80.3.
contract.
And
he's on a
his
rookie.
next year option is $2.2 million.
Where's your biggest? Like, I mean, I'm going to ask you guys. Where's your biggest need on defense? Don't even think about the.
Linebacker. You already know that.
Okay, so why are you doing this trade?
Second down and 2 here, and we'll get back to the trade because it's a hot, and that has to be fucking encroachment. Hand off to Barkley, he gets nowhere, but there's a flag down, and the left end on the Cowboys there. I'm not sure who it was. Maybe it was the aforementioned Bennett, as they show him there. Definitely jumped, trying to get a jump on the snap there.
Oh, no, it was Michael Bennett. It was Michael Bennett.
If you would have told
get some damn shoulder pads that fit.
If you would have told me that they would have waited until the witching hour and acquired him for a 5th or 6th round pick, I have absolutely no problem with it. Here's my issue: is I think that now you're going to overpay him to spite your face because you have to because of the price that you fucking gave up.
Well, according to the notes, he's going to be signed before Thanksgiving.
But Tim, here's the problem with that: you don't know what his market value is. No other team was going to sign him. So what if he hit free agency and no one signed him as Jones takes the snap, throws, looks back at the end zone incomplete, overthrew one at Ingram, and overshot him? What if no other team was willing to sign him for even if you settle for $75 to $80 million? What if he was to hit the open market and no one was willing to come close to that price? Could you have acquired him for $40 million? Could you have acquired him on a 1-year prove-it deal?
But this way, we're the only ones negotiating.
But Tim, you may be the only ones that even want to negotiate. Is what I'm saying. Why not? Why as Barkley is just wrapped up for around a 40-yard loss?
Let's be honest. You guys all been watching football for a long time. A long, long time, longer than I have. And I just want to say, if he went to the open market, there'd be probably at least 10 teams going after him.
All right, Tim. Now, what if all 10 of those teams are willing to pay $42 million, and you say, you know what, we'll pay you $50?
Well, you got teams like Cleveland, all these people that have stockpiled money because they haven't spent it in
But teams are going to be willing to overpay based on what that player's value is. If the player isn't coveted, or if the player is coveted to an extent, you're only bidding against the top.
There we go.
How much is it's complete? And Tate, is he getting in?
Yeah, that was it.
He's inbounds, but I thought he might have crossed the pylon. They say he's inside the one.
No, he wasn't in that zone.
What a catch. Nice catch. Wow.
Beautiful catch by Tate. Good ball by Jones down the left sideline. He went up with one hand. Should have been pass interference as well. And you're right. He didn't even come close to getting in with the ball in his right hand. But he did make the catch. No questions asked. And we'll have it first and goal inside the one.
Wow. Hey, Tim, where are you from?
If they can't score here,
I'm originally from around Syracuse, Auburn, New York.
Oh, you're upstate New York. Okay.
I was. I live in North Carolina now.
North Carolina, North Cackalack. North Cackalack.
Friends. Ones we can depend on. Getting to know each other.
All right. Nice. So you're an orange. You're an orange. I'm gonna say it.
Oh yeah.
An orange.
Yeah,
an orange. I'm gonna say it. An orange man fan.
He's an orange man.
Absolutely.
Not an orange fan.
Oh yeah, I was an orange man fan before it was orange.
Nice. Nice.
Does that ball cross the pylon?
No, it doesn't.
He doesn't get it.
No.
He steps out right there.
No.
I wanted it to cross the pylon.
Just short. This is a Saquon touchdown.
Now this is Daniel Jones QB sneak. That's what should happen. Don't even fuck around.
Please don't. I'm afraid he'll pop out his kneecap. Just hand the fucking ball off.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, that's a bad sign. Jones under center.
Yep.
Handoff. Barkley, and he is dropped.
DeMarcus Lawrence. Why don't we double him? How about that? Is it just crazy? Am I just?
He is playing like a man possessed right now.
So Jimmy, all right. So it was
but look at
Ingram and Remmers
the right side of the line. Even
still
I
blew
don't.
through them.
Why are they cracking down? Let's get some power and go straight up at them. Stop being
Right?
scared.
Right? Like just if you're inside the 1 yard line, why are we?
Evan
Just go
Ingram should not be
forward.
the one. Evan Ingram should not be the one hitting DeMarcus Lawrence.
No, no.
Just go straight forward.
Especially with a guy like Barkley. Run it in, kid. You're the only. Oh God. Oh
No, he's
God.
fine.
It looks like the Cowboys are playing right now with a little bit of a fucking mean streak in them defensively. And I don't
Well,
want this
DeMarcus
to
Lawrence
get
been
better.
talking.
That's what I'm saying. And it
He
looks
always
like they're
talks.
following their leader's lead right now because they are flying around the field defensively. And here it is. Giants have marched downfield, 3rd and goal. To me, this is
Come on.
2-down territory. Like hand the ball
Yeah,
off to
I
Barkley
agree.
twice. If you can't get in here, fucking fire everybody. And I don't like this. They're out of the gun. So out of the gun, 3rd and goal. Tate in motion. Now he moves Barkley to the right. 3 on the play clock.
Oh, there we
Cowboys
go.
bunched up, and he throws to the right, looking, and he's got a man. Touchdown. Daniel Jones, Latimer. Touchdown Giants.
That's what we're talking about.
There you go. Mr. Jones, little baby likes it. Around 80,000 dressed in blue like it.
You see the baby? You see the
I
baby?
saw a little baby.
You
Bouncing
see the
around.
baby, right?
You got a little
Yeah.
baby bouncing around, Joe. Little baby in blue.
Baby.
Little baby in blue, Joe. Touchdown
Ah.
Giants.
Love
baby
the
Giants?
baby. All right. Not bad.
I like the dance, too. I like the little two-step. I like the hands pumping.
Oh,
little
my
skip, little bounce.
God almighty.
There you go.
Are you serious?
And fucking come on, man. Always something with these fucking guys. He shanked it. He fucking
Seriously?
einhorned it.
It's not that
Ah.
hard. It's
No
not.
bueno there. But, hey, you know what? After the missed field goal by Marr, the Giants marched down 10 plays, 56 yards, and they put 6 on the board, which is better than 3. Couldn't get the extra point by Rojas, and the Giants now take a 9-3 lead as we get a
You know
Star
what the
Wars
biggest thing
commercial.
though?
And that's
The
all.
defense got the rest. The defense got the rest during that.
Well, that's always important.
You know,
The
gather
defense being
themselves
able
up.
to not, I mean,
what they
to
gotta
take
do.
a couple plays off is, it was a reason why maybe you got nothing out of them at all the first 2 games. There was some improvement after Jones took over, and you saw an uptick in 3rd down conversions from the defense. But primarily this defense has been a struggle all year.
Hey,
So
hey,
anywhere
Jimmy,
that you can help them out is beneficial. Yes, sir.
real quick. Johnny's trying to figure this out. I don't know if you can send him a link or something, but
I don't know how to fucking do any of this because
listen. I don't know what he's doing. It's not that hard, but he's trying. I'm like, sorry, dude.
I'm trying to. I don't know how to work any of this. He should know that. He's not even on hold. He has to. I'm gonna send him.
Yeah, send him something so he can actually link up to the Discord.
Well, he
System
says he
something.
downloaded the app, right? And I think so. Now he just has to get into Bleedbigblue, right?
Yes, that's what he has to do.
So I told him. I said, look up Bleedbigblue, because then he has to hit the fucking. He hits live podcast, and then there's something for his voice to activate, and then we pull him in. It
Right.
really shouldn't be hard for a techie like him at all.
No, of course not. Not from a mailman. Obviously.
No, well, he's more techie than.
No, he is. He actually is.
I mean, I'm surprised.
So
he's
not for
giving me
nothing,
a
but
question.
like I in our league, right? I need Zeke. I have 3 players. I need Gallup, Zeke, and Tate to do something to win. I need 40-something points from 3 people.
I
And
need 17.
I'm getting
points.
fucking nada.
I'm getting.
right
How
now.
about this? I need 17 points from Barkley and Cooper, and so far I have Ugas.
Fucking lots, huh?
Ugas.
Fucking
But the
lots.
Giants have a 6-point lead and some good coverage on that kickoff. And even a fantasy loss tonight would feel so much better going into
I
work
love the
tomorrow,
Giants
knowing
win.
that the
We're
Giants
good.
beat the Cowboys. So let's take care of that first, and then hopefully all the fantasy implications fall in the line for both of us. It would be nice. We got a lot of football left to play here tonight. As we see the replay here of Jones throwing a strike to Latimer, beating a Wizawoo for a touchdown. And Pat Shermer gives him the good old kiss on the cheek. Nice job there, Danny. And here come the Cowboys from their own 24-yard line. It is play action to Zeke.
Oh my God.
Dak throws, got a man complete. It's Cooper, and I think he ripped his own ACL there, stumbling, but he's got a completion. And he's up, mad at himself for falling down, but a pretty nice gain from the 24 to, let's see, call it the 47, gain of around 23.
Oh, Cooper's hurt.
Yep, I told you.
That's huge.
Only playing possum. Oh, he's hurt. He has to come out.
Yeah,
Cooper's
he's coming
done,
out right
bro.
now. I just saw it.
Yeah, he has to come out. There's no way. You can't play like that. He couldn't even come off the line of scrimmage. So Cooper will step out, break for the Giants. He's like, man, fuck. He's just feeling better and shit. Man in motion to the left for Prescott under center. He takes it, he gives it to Zeke, running to the right, gets to the corner, will have a first down. Right at the stick. As we see the replay now with Cooper. A little slip there on the completion. That could be a number of. That could be an ankle. That could be the foot. That could be.
Well, he's had an ankle injury all season, so we'll see.
So we'll see. Maybe he's just a little banged up. Here we go. Play action. Zeke
All right,
rolls
good
left.
tackle.
Gets to Witten. Tries to go high. Giants go low. Trip him up. Gain of around 5, maybe 6. Maybe
That's your boy Corey Ballantyne.
Nice job. My boy Ballantyne coming up and making the stop after the completion of Witten. We have seen a lot of Pollard in that Cowboy backfield.
Because I think Elliott got hurt a couple series ago. I don't know how bad he got hurt.
As play action there, throws incomplete, intended for Gallup. It'll be third down. Nice job by Baker there in coverage. And this Giant D tonight, say what you will, they have played hard. They bent. They didn't break on the one drive. They held. They held again and got the missed field goal, the long missed field goal. And now they're a play away from getting off the field again and giving this Giant offense the ball back. Third down and 5. It'd be a very long field goal right here for Meyer, and the Giants look like they're coming.
Oh,
Prescott
get that ball!
Up, throws, and it is fumble! Fumbleowski! Fumble! Giants ball!
But they ended up with it again.
But Thayer recovers it, and the Giants make a play.
That's definitely a fumble. No ifs, ands, or buts about it.
Cobb has it in plenty of time. He makes a football move, gets both feet down, looks to turn up the field, gets stick, helmet on the ball by Peppers. It comes flying out. Fumbleowski, Fumbleia bounces around, and Bethea falls on it, and the Giants get a break on what would have been a third down conversion. Instead, first down. New York Football Giants with a 9-3 lead.
I'm going to say it. Landon counts who?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Peppers has made more plays this year. Period.
He's also graded out to be worse. Aha. Silence.
No, Peppers is outgraded Collins.
Actually, he hasn't. Peppers is one of the worst rated safeties in the entire league if you go look at the numbers per PFF.
I will check that. I will check that stat,
Please do.
even though I'm not a big PFF guy.
Check it in real time. Check it while we're live. So we got an on-the-field reporter. Nix is at the game, it looks like, and he says there's life in MetLife. I guess the stadium must be getting a little rowdy here with the Giants playing good over the Cowboys Monday night. A lot of people had all day to get sauced up. A lot of sauce. And they are ready to go. As the Giants will be getting the ball back. Oh, we need Joe, Crispy, if you're listening. See if you can get Joe back in. He looks like he keeps kicking himself out. We're still looking for my cousin John. I don't know where the fuck he is. John, you go on the Discord app, you make a fucking profile, you find Bleedbigblue podcast. You fucking click on Bleedbigblue podcast, you fucking join the fucking, put yourself in the fucking thing, click where it says, like, live talk, and you're in. Jesus Christ. If I can do it, fucking chimpanzee can do it. Jones, out of the gun, screen to Barkley, to the 25 and out of bounds. Nice job by Peppers putting his helmet on the ball, letting it pop loose there. Making a play when the Giants needed it desperately. Second turnover of the night forced by this Giant defense.
From what I was reading this week, they were saying Pepper's not one of the captains, but he's pretty much the heart and soul of the team.
Out of the gun. Jones throws left, complete to Ingram, smothered, but not until he gets a first down at the 31-yard line. And that'll move the chains with 8:30 left. And Garrett looks on as if to say, uh-oh.
And I like what's going on because we're killing clock.
Well, yeah, we're keeping them off the field, moving the ball. Now we need points. You're up 6 points. Go down. Let's get a touchdown here. You don't want to be a 12-3 where you go up 12-10 or 12-6 at the half. Let's put some pressure on here. Take Zeke out of the game, try to make him a little one-dimensional a little bit. Put this game on Prescott, maybe without Cooper. Here is Jones throwing to the left. Has a man complete. Looks like it's Slayton. And there's a flag down, but it's incomplete. Ball is knocked away. There's a flag on the play. We'll check it.
All right, it was a free play.
Encroachment?
Yep.
All right.
Michael Bennett, Mr. Big Jersey.
Yeah, it's the second one on Bennett. Not sure what the price they gave up for him was.
Does it bother you guys that Bennett doesn't know how to have shoulder pads that fit him?
Well, they make him more aerodynamic when he rushes the pass. That's what it is.
It literally looks like he's like wearing his dad's jersey.
Here's Jones. Out of the gun. Gets rid of the ball quickly, complete to Tate. Fighting his way down at the 40. Good tackle.
Now this could be a play.
4.
2nd and 1. This could be right up there for play action.
This crowd wants
play action and bomb
to run so bad.
I would love him to bomb it down to Slayton, who's in there.
2nd down and 1. Jones 7 of 10, 51 yards, 18 rushing, doing his job there. No turnover from his 40. Play action to Barkley, slings it out to the right, got a man complete. Short game again to Tate, but again, first down for the Giants. So the Giants are working that short passing game right now. peppering it left, peppering it right. Run here, little completion there.
Yep. Just take your time. Eat up clock. This might as well be a running play. Look at Daniel Jones out there blocking.
Dictate. Jones will lead the way to the 50, 45, 40, spun down to the 39.
I don't know if
the
team is really pumped about Jones taking a block like that.
And Jones led the way downfield. Beautiful game. Big play by the Giants. Nice block by Daniel Jones at midfield. Got Tate open for another 12 yards. He got lit up like a fucking Christmas tree, but I'll tell you something, that'll gain him some respect and some nice job. He did his job, got in the way, and got an extra 12 yards there. Now, from the 39 of the Cowboys, Giants marching, 5 on the game clock, play clock. Jones, throw, complete. Ingram, 30, down to the 25.
Black cat.
And the Giants are rolling right now, folks.
Black cat.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, God damn it.
Jimmy, what the fuck?
There's a black cat on the field. Kill that fucking cat. Get rid of the cat. Where's it going?
Touchdown. Oh, no. 8-yard line. 8-yard line.
Where's it going?
Where the hell? Like, where is a cat? Uh-oh, hold on.
It's a black cat, Joe. Don't question it.
Is he the score?
I'm not questioning it, but I'm saying, where the hell is it?
He's at the 4.
The crowd's gonna go. That crowd goes wild. How does a cat not for nothing, but where the hell is a cat come into this?
Here comes the best
stadium.
Part. Good luck catching the motherfucker.
Who's the asshole who had the cat in his pants?
Good luck catching it.
There you go.
Good luck catching the cat.
Holy shit.
Oh, they ran it into the tunnel. Nice job, Cat. Cat was the highlight of the game.
Yeah. Off camera, they don't show someone taking a shovel to that cat.
From the 24.
Oh, my God. Barkley just plowed.
Barkley to the 20.
Like, seriously, get out of my way and move, you fat ass.
Oh, my God.
Like, seriously. Move your fat ass. Holy crap.
This drive, 7 plays, 61 yards, over 4 minutes, 2nd and 5. Giants doing exactly what they need. Now, they need 6.
No turnovers. Just get the score.
From the 20-yard line. It goes to...
All right, Evan, good pull.
Spin, pulled forward. First down. Down to around the 12. And what will happen here is you'll start to see some of those lanes that were closed up early start to open up a little for Barkley. Had a lot of room there. Guy came in from the edge, but there was a lot of room up the middle there as this defense maybe getting a little tired.
All right.
Nice job there. Spin move by Tate inside the 10. Good job.
Great move by Jones.
Get rid of that one. Jones got walloped, got rid of it, and a negative play turned to a positive. Gain of around, I don't know, maybe 5 or so there, fellas. They call it 4, 2nd and 6. That was a play that could have been a sack, and incompletion, maybe worse. Jones turns it into a completion for Tate. 10 of 13, 75 yards, a touchdown for Daniel Jones. From inside the 10-yard line, they're at the 8. The handoff goes to Barkley. Stutter step, spin, and drop it to 7. Third and 5 upcoming.
Taking Evan Ingram out makes no sense.
Yeah, why the fuck?
This is going
Third
Tate
and
anyway.
5.
Nah, throw it away.
Ellison's in the game. Jones rolls, looking.
Smart
grabs,
move.
Throws it away. And good decision. You want the touchdown there. It wasn't there. Jones, instead of forcing it, uses his head, bought some time, nothing came open, and he got rid of the ball to the back of the end zone. But that at least put the Giants in position to walk away here with 3 points.
You know, the biggest thing for me in that sequence is I don't care about the touchdown. You know, obviously I do. Jones just throwing the ball.
That's a great move for a rookie.
Well, I mean, if you look at
Oh my God.
his
All right. I thought
history, that
oh.
same play, I think it was last week or the week before, he sat there and backpedaled and backpedaled and backpedaled and backpedaled, and then the next thing you know, it's a fumble. You know, just see what you got, live for another day, and grow, and that's a positive thing for Jones.
Yeah, I think
Let's hope that continues.
Yeah, you don't want to walk out of there with, of course, you want the 6, you want to touch, but at the end of the day, if it's not there, you have nothing. Instead of forcing it, make
Right.
the smart play, throw it away, take the points, keep the momentum going in your favor. Defense is playing well.
I mean,
and you try to keep this thing going.
right, and in the end, we all know Giants aren't making the Super Bowl, making the playoffs, or anything. So it's more beneficial to see Jones' development than anything else, and that's hopefully a step in the right direction. Let's see how it goes.
Well,
I mean, he's saying all the right things. He's saying, "Hey, I'm trying to learn. Try not to make the same mistake twice."
Well, here's, I mean,
that's what I want to hear, and that's what he's showing me.
If you look at his stat line, right, and I don't have the exact number, but just from what it was for when we went over, I mean, you're not looking at a situation where tonight he's the ball all over the field. He's been very, particular with where he's putting the ball. It's been short throws. It's been quick completion. But he's throwing for a very high completion. The Giants are moving the ball. They're using the short passing. The running game isn't working. And for the last couple of drives, it's worked. And that will open things up, and you'll get plays that come out of that. But what that shows you is that he's taking what the defense is giving him, and he's not necessarily forcing it. Now, we have seen him push the ball downfield or take a shot down. The completion to Tate at the 1 was around a 20-yard pass. He's made a couple other attempts, right, where he's pushing. But for the most part, pretty smart tonight. No turnovers. And the Giants have a 9-point lead.
There you go. Right now, Daniel Jones is 10 for 14 for 75 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, so 7.
Biggest thing is no turnovers.
Which isn't anything to write home or start bragging about. But to stay close, 1 touchdown, no interception, and you have the lead. So it's not really about numbers. It's about winning football games. And right now, from what's happened in the first 2 quarters, Bill Jones has played pretty well. He's put himself in a position.
I like it. I like it so far.
Have a chance to win a football game.
That's what this is all about.
And this drive will be a nice step forward for that. The Giants did. Dak Cooper back in the game. We'll see how effective he is. Dak under center. Handoff goes to Zeke. Big hole. 35 to the 40. Wrapped up by Bethea. The last resort. The Cowboys come out running as we approach the 2-minute warning. They play it here for the 2-minute warning. Another handoff this time. left. Zeke is hit on immediately. Golden wrapped him up in 2:15 left. And it looks like that will take us 2-minute warning. Cowboys will probably be 10.
Now they're trying to get it off.
Play
Who knows?
after
Not too late.
2-1. Do they try to get it off? They don't. And that'll be the 2-minute warning. So they tried to flirt a little bit, didn't work. Maybe try to get the Giants to jump, didn't work. And 2-minute warning. There we go.
How about those Browns?
They look awful.
Awful.
You know what? I don't know what the hell happened to Baker Mayfield, but he is not playing. He's not going through his progressions or anything.
He's been struggling. I think coaching has a lot to do with it. With that.
I think
Kitchen
that's
sucks.
a team that you can point to coaching with. Because that's a team that has talent, and I think that head coach is just in over his head. I think Kitchens he's
agree.
just in over his head.
Doesn't he? I don't think he.
You know who they should call? They should call Mike Holmgren.
That would be a good call. Yeah.
They should call Mike Holmgren
like
and just hand Mike Holmgren. Just bring you got Dorsey there. Bring in Holmgren. Let him fucking coach the football side of things, and watch how quickly that thing changes. Because that's a talented roster.
It's 100%. It's just
roster.
you look at that game. I watched that game yesterday. I was like, oh my god.
And I'm not
what
even
is
talking
going
about
on?
just the offensive side of the ball. If you look at the defensive side of the ball with Myles Garrett, some of the other guys they have over there, that there's some talent on that side. There's some talent.
There's no reason why this team, and I'm not going to say, but there's no reason why the Browns shouldn't be a 500 team at this point in time. They're atrocious.
They should be killing their division.
Their quarterback has regressed. I mean, that's
regressed.
That's a huge part of it. I mean, he's taken a huge step back. He's a turnover machine right now. But I want to say this about all of these kids, like from Mayfield through to Jones. Like, if you even think the jury is out on any of them, you're dead ass wrong. And for
you gotta let him play. It's still young.
Is going to be hot on one guy and cold on the other. This is a process, and how quickly we have forgotten what Eli Manning and certain other young quarterbacks have looked like over the course of their first 1 or 2 years, or 24 to 36 starts in the NFL. So, like, relax, let it play out. Don't look at everything in a snapshot. And after the 2-minute warning, here's Dak out of the gun, throwing to the left. It's complete, and it's complete to Cooper. Short of the first down. Good tackle by Baker to stop him from getting free. And it'll set up a 3rd down with a 1:44 left. Tick, 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 tick. Cowboys have all 3 timeouts, it looks like. Did they have all 3 timeouts?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Here's Zeke. Stutter step, first down inside the 45. Drop down by Badea at the 43. First down with a 1:24 left. So the Cowboys in no rush with all their timeouts. Zeke, 13 carries, 80 yards, 6.2 yards a carry. He's off to a great start. Prescott throwing deep down the right side, looking incomplete. Wanted Cobb or Gallup were in the area. It was under pressure, had to get rid of it, and it fell incomplete. Good pressure by Golden. It'll be 2nd and 10. 1:05 left. Elliott in the game with Prescott out of the gun. Prescott, plenty of time. Now, rolls right, was under pressure. Gets the ball complete to Jajawin Banks, 20, 15, 10, 5. Guess what, fucker? He's in. Holy shit. It's like fucking every fucking Jajawin Banks eats a
I know.
touchdown. Again, every fucking time they play this guy, Blake
Seriously?
Jarwin.
What are
42
you doing?
yards, touchdown.
Ogletree, unbelievable. Ogletree,
Just, and then nobody there.
And what Jenkins just did, I have no idea.
Well, let's take a
he
look and
doesn't.
see it again.
Like I said before, this is
Oh
not
my
a career. This is
Oh
not a
my
career
God.
year.
Olay
Jenkins, I would have thrown away for
Olay
any pick
Jenkins.
that anybody
Oh
would have
my
gave
God.
me. He
What a
is
bad look
fucking
that
horrible.
was. Jack Rabbit goes Olay and
He
Jarwin.
sucks.
And you know what, man? This is just, you dominate, and
Hold
you're
on,
playing
hold
well,
on, Jimmy.
and then
Jimmy,
there it
I'm
is.
gonna stick my arm out, and it might affect the play for a second.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna
What
stick my arm out just for a
the
second.
fuck?
What he what are you doing with this guy? I want to know what are you doing with Jonas Jenkins?
Bro, I don't even think that. I mean,
You're gonna keep like you have another year with this guy.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to play.
Yeah, I have no defense of that play at all. I'm not even saying
I
shit.
mean, Tim, I understand. I listen, but I'm telling you right now, if they would give me a 7th or 8th round pick, I would have got rid of him so fast it would have been ridiculous.
An 8th round. I would give me a 9th.
I don't give a shit if you give me a friggin' a 2028 pick.
No, I don't know.
I'm sorry.
No, I
Conditional.
agree with you, and I think that they were really late in addressing some of these guys, and I think Jenkins being one of them. I think that if you would have recognized the fact that this was a roster that was going to go 7-17 over the last 2 years, and you couldn't, realize that at the beginning of last year, at the trade deadline last year, you might have been able to get a 2nd or 3rd round pick. I think that this over the course of the last year or so, you know,
You know what the worst thing is, Jimmy? Jimmy, you know what the worst thing is? You're looking at that guy right now as, and unfortunately, it has to be that way, a leader of your locker room.
Unfortunately,
What is Baker? What is Baker looking at that effort?
No, I totally, but Joe,
Okay,
the general
what is that? You know what I'm saying? Like what?
Culture.
Listen.
It's about building a winning culture, Joe. And Janoris
Okay.
Jenkins speaks to that, right? No, he fucking doesn't.
No, he doesn't. And
doesn't.
That's what I'm saying. And then you go and you sit there.
I'm just being a dick because that's what. Why does Gettleman have him on the team?
Yeah, exactly. I'm just like if I'm fucking Baker, I'm like, this is all I gotta do to fucking make millions of dollars? Okay, just get beat all the time. Just stick my arm out once in a while, and I'm get paid.
That was bad. He didn't want any part of trying to tackle Joe.
Ogletree too. Ogletree got.
Well, Ogletree took a horrible angle.
He just completely lost Jarwin and then took a horrible angle. What the fuck he was doing at all. But Ogletree just basically pulled an Ogletree in coverage. And then Jenkins just showed you his true colors as well, all on the same play.
Olay. I'll just do it, Olay.
Unbelievable. So, 12-10, 48 seconds left. Jones has the ball at his own 26-yard line.
Oh, my God.
Takes snap, throws, and incomplete. Intended for Slayton, ricochets off his hands. Would have been a gain of around 8.
That's just.
I'm sorry I hit you in the chest.
Oh, sorry, hitting the fucking face with it. Barkley, Ingram, Fowler, Slayton, and Tate are your skill position players out there with Jones on the second from his own 26-yard line. Out of the gun, takes the snap, drops back, looks, throws incomplete. Wanted Barkley in coverage against Lee. and couldn't get him over the middle. And it'll be 3rd down and 10. And Giants right now in danger of giving the Cowboys the ball back with all 3 timeouts because they don't have to use one. If I am correct.
No,
You are correct.
Yikes! So big play here for the Giants. And you figure if you try to get an easy way out and run it, so you're not going to do anything dangerous. The Cowboys are going to call a timeout. You got to throw the ball here, be aggressive, to try to convert the 1st down. From the 26-yard line, here's Jones, 3rd and 10, big play. Takes the snap, drops back, now looks, throws, taking a shot down the right sideline. And there should have been a penalty. He was pulled. Instead, it's intercepted. And now here come the Cowboys to the 40-yard line, inside the 40 to 39-yard line, darting down the sideline after the pick. I thought I saw the receiver get held on the right side. The ball was poorly thrown. It was more in the middle of the field, and the ball was picked off there by the safety, looked like coming over. But let's see if there was any contact between the cornerback and Slayton trying to get downfield. You see that? Was there a little hook there?
Horrible.
Nah.
I'm sorry. It's a horrible throw. And you know what? I look at this like the play calling was bad. I mean, you have the fucking lead. Just figure something out and go from there. Why are you pressing so much?
Yeah, I don't necessarily agree with throwing the ball. I think you got to try to convert. I think you have to try to convert there. Here's
you got to do something. You got to do something. Yeah, you got to do something. You're up.
But
you're up.
If that's what the coverage, if the coverage, but here's the other thing, is that if we're saying be aggressive, convert the 3rd down, you got to try to get it here. You're going to end up giving them the ball back. If the coverage then dictates that you take the shot, I don't mind taking the shot. The throw was off, and it looked like he might have been pressured a little bit as he was trying to make the throw.
Who got the ball
overall,
first?
just not very good.
Who got the ball
Not
first?
Dallas.
The
Giants
Cowboys.
The Cowboys. So the Giants get the ball back in the 2nd half, right?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. So you're up. You know that they have 3 timeouts. Why don't you make plays to start burning their timeouts? You're getting the ball back.
There you go. That's the strategy, right? Is you're either gonna the play by Slayton, the drop by Slayton,
Right.
put you if that's complete, it's 2nd and 2. If you run the ball there, right? If that's
what
complete
I'm saying.
and you don't get out of bounds, they're not going to call a timeout because you got 2nd and 2.
Don't we have Saquon Barkley?
Well, that's the other thing is you run the ball
Okay,
3 times trying to convert the 1st down. Maybe you break one. Do you run the ball on 1st down? And if they stuff you and they call a timeout, you let them make the decision, right? Like if you let them make the decision where if you're going to have to be aggressive or not. Like so, you run the ball on 1st down. If Barkley busts it for 7-8 yards, you're basically in complete control. They're not going to call a timeout at all.
Exactly.
If they stuff them. Then it comes down to, okay, Garrett, how do you want to play it? Are you trying to get the ball back, or are you content and with going in down 12-10? If Garrett doesn't call a timeout there, you let the fucking clock run, you hand it to Barkley, and then you go to halftime.
Exactly.
If he calls a timeout, then you say to yourself, okay, now I got to come up with something on 2nd down where I need some yards here, right? So now I got to do a play action rollout. I got to make it 5 or 6 yards. Maybe I get around 10 or 11 yards, and then they're not going to call the timeout, and I get to halftime. But you let them make that decision by running the ball on 1st down. The incompletion to Slayton played your hand.
Yeah, which to me was a mistake.
Yeah, I would say that was a mistake. They played it wrong, especially the way hindsight being 2020. We're 100% right. They should have did it the other way.
Right. Exactly. But I'm just saying,
spot the fuck on because we told you the other way. We would have did it.
That's all.
Yeah. Let's see. Did he go out of bounds as they look it over here? He did not.
And you know what? I guarantee. I shouldn't say I guarantee because I don't want to see it happen. But they're going to go down. They're going to be losing in halftime.
Yes,
Dallas will score here.
This has 13-12 or a heartbreaking 17-12 written all over it as Dak has the ball at the Giant 39, no backs, out of the gun, rolls right, and he just throws it away. Good pressure by the Giants will bring up 2nd and 10, 15 seconds left in the first half.
And I know you don't want to point fingers, but who's to blame for those calls?
I mean, Joe. I mean, the guy.
Jimmy,
if the play doesn't work,
let's do it.
You gotta
Let's
blame
do it.
the guy. If the play doesn't work, you gotta blame the guy that's calling the fucking plays. Obviously, what I'm saying
Right.
is, if
Exactly.
the talent isn't there, the fucking guy calling the plays can be.
I don't.
No.
Not saying that. What I'm saying is, at that particular time, we both agreed.
Dak
They
taking a
should have ran the
shot,
ball.
right sideline, Gallup incomplete.
They should have ran the ball, and they didn't. And that's Schumer's problem. That's his mistake right there.
The other thing you can say though, the flip side to that coin, and this is why it's a very fickle game to play with the play calling, is if Slayton catches the fucking ball, it's half.
Yeah.
The one that hit him in the face.
The ball hit him in the fucking face. If he catches that ball, Joe, it's fucking halftime. 3rd and 10. So, or he pushes his way for a first down, and now you're moving a little bit. Here's Dak, and he completes it to Witten short, and what they're trying to do is just set them up for a long field goal, which they will as they take a timeout with 3 seconds, and that'll bring on Meyer, who has hit one today and has shanked another. As we take a look at the NFC playoff picture, the division leaders, Niners, Saints, Packers, Cowboys. Wild card right now, Seahawks and Vikings. Seahawks at 7-2, strong. Vikings at 6-3, strong as well. In the hunt, Rams 5-3, Panthers 5-3, Eagles 5-4. Looking like the way things are shaping up in the NFC, that the winner of the NFC East might be the only team that gets to the playoffs, which makes this a huge game for Dallas as they try to keep up with Philly, who has 5 wins. Giants will play Freeze the Maya. In the AFC, Patriots at 8-1. Ravens 6-2, Texans 6-3, Chiefs 6-3. Round up your division leaders. Wild card, shuffle on down the Buffalo at 6-2 and the Colts at 5-3, and then a logjam in the hunt. Steelers, Raiders at 4-4, Jaguars, Titans, Chargers, all at 4-5. Should be some exciting football down the stretch. So 3 seconds left in the half. 12-10 Giants. Mar going for a lead. This will be a 52-yard field goal. Snap, spot, down, kick, away, swerving in the wind, and it makes it good. So, despite the great play by the Giants early,
instead of being up 2 scores going into half,
the Giants
we're down.
trail 13-12. Yowzer, Nick Yowzerton. So
I'm sorry. I just think that was a bad coaching decision. But no matter what Slayton did, no matter what dropped the ball, I just don't agree with it.
Well, you put your rookie in a bad situation. I mean, there's 2 ways to look at it. One, catch the fucking ball, and 2 is like in that situation with the lead, right? Like maybe live to play in the second half. You're getting the ball.
Do me a favor.
Put the onus on Dallas to make the decision on what you're going to do on second down. I think.
Yeah. What's Barkley's stats?
Oh, God,
so
awful
far
right now. Hold on. Absolutely awful right now, Joe. To be honest.
I know you have him on your fantasy team, so
I'm looking right now.
What's his rushing attempts and the whole?
I'm down 10 right now, motherfucker. I'm gonna lose him. Holy shit.
He has 21 yards rushing.
He has
Okay,
and one
nine
catch,
how many?
and one
nine
and one
attempts
catch for
for
5 yards.
21 yards and one reception for 5 yards. It's not enough.
How many attempts? How many rushing attempts?
9.
9 rushing attempts. How many does Zeke have?
Oh, oh, what? 12 maybe? Hold on.
13.
There you go. All right. So I was in the ball game.
I'm just listen. Just saying.
Well, here's another thing though: is look at the efficiency, right? 9 for 12, right? He only has he only has 4 more carries technically, but he has 69 more yards.
What I'm saying is you have supposedly one of the best running backs in the NFL. You only give the ball to him 9 times in the first
Oh
half.
well, no, I agree with you there. That if the
Okay.
running game isn't there, that
sorry.
he's so talented that you better line him up all over the field and get him the ball with screen passes,
Dallas,
or
listen,
slants, or
Dallas is
something.
doing it.
But
They were losing.
you have
They
to
were
get
losing.
creative in finding ways to get your best player the ball.
I'm sorry.
I agree with you there.
Yes, Dallas was losing. The Giants are winning 12 to, and they kept feeding Zeke. Doesn't matter. They kept feeding him.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Sorry.
They are.
I'm grumpy. I'm tired. I'm old.
No, it's the fucking
bad.
truth, man. I mean, you're not saying anything that isn't fucking true. I mean, it's and again, like I don't want to sit here and make it sound like I'm giving Shermer an excuse for having a bad team. Like I think that Shermer was an awful hire from day one. I think he was in over his. I don't think that he was a good coach in Cleveland. I think Shermer is one of those guys that's a good coordinator. I don't think that he's a good head coach. So
No,
like these aren't like considering my assessment of Shermer in Cleveland and over the first year here, and just knowing, just looking at him, like he's not a head coach in my opinion. So like these mistakes that he's making to me are just, it's par for the course, man. It's just like a bad GM putting a bad roster on the field and then thinking that a bad head coach is going to make them play above and beyond out of their minds. Like it doesn't, it can't fucking work like that. It's just
Right.
not in the realm of possibility. Shermer was over his head from day one. If you Pat Shermer in Cleveland, he was over his head in New York from day one. And then, if you're going to have Pat Shermer here, you better support him. Okay, when your Eli Manning decision goes bad and you only play him for 2 games and the media wants to talk to you, or you pull some shit at the trade deadline that you did and the media wants to talk to you, you can't disappear and leave a head case like Pat Shermer to fucking be the only one speaking to the media about it.
You're 100% correct.
I hate
100%.
being right, Tim.
And
you know that.
listen. You know how I roll. All right. I want this team to be. I'm a diehard. I got my jerseys up. I'm diehard. But the way I look at this team, you're wasting everything. They're not going to be good for a long time. And I don't think Daniel Jones is going to be anything special. He'll be great, but it's going to be a waste.
I mean, here's my.
It's going to be a waste.
You can't play both sides of the coin. You can't say in one breath that I need to rebuild, and in the other breath that I'm going to win now, because your actions don't make sense and they don't add up to what you're trying to do. When you pay for a guy like Bethea, when you pay for a guy like Tate, when you're trading for potential free agents, when you're giving up assets like that, when you're signing Tate, which is going to give your division rival a comp pick, like when you're not trading Landon Collins to get an asset right then and there, the minute you can, and not waiting for a comp pick in return this year for him. Like your actions are not. Your actions do not speak to a rebuild.
Listen. We're going on year what with Barkley?
You're hanging right in the middle, man, and you can't play this thing in the middle. There's a quicker way to turn it around. You got a better chance of wiping the deck clean and saying, I'm going to start from scratch. In today's NFL, you can get better quicker that way if you address it the right time, as opposed to trying to kid yourself for 1 or 2 seasons. Well, right now we're in a dangerous situation. We're in franchise purgatory because right now we're in the middle, and they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
They don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. And you know what? Here's the thing: you have to pay Barkley in what next year 3, right?
Well, I mean,
So
if you look at this
you got
thing,
to pay him.
if you look at the way it's trending, the last couple of years, what you're seeing is when you look at the likes of Melvin Gordon and you look at the likes of
Mm-hmm.
Zeke Elliott. He's on TV with Peyton. That's why I just said that.
Yes,
Uh,
I see Emmett. Mm-hmm.
when you look at Zeke at Gordon and you look at the way some of these guys have looked at it, the running backs, and I don't blame these guys. Like I don't blame.
Why
them.
would you not?
Right?
Get your
Like,
money.
you have a short shelf life, right? Like you want to get paid now. So I don't. These guys that are taken in the 5th round, where there's a 5th-year option, they could be picked up for the 5th year and play for pretty much pennies. These guys are getting into their 3rd season, and before their 4th season, they're saying they want a new deal. They don't want to go into their 4th year and having the only option year left in the contract because I got no guarantees after that. And if something happens to my fucking knee, I don't get paid because you could decline my option next. So
100%.
you're seeing guys playing hardball now. Some guys have leverage. Zeke. Some guys don't. Melvin Gordon. So you saw right in front of us this last offseason how potentially it can go. Here's the thing for the Giants. The Giants are Chargers, and the Giants are not the Cowboys. The Giants are going to pay Saquon Barkley, and that is not going to be a contentious period of signing him. That is going to be a very, very easy negotiation.
Yeah. They're
Because
gonna
I
give
think
him whatever he wants.
stand that he is the face of the franchise right now moving forward. Him and Jones are the way that they need to build this thing and the shot that they got moving forward. And they are not going to risk losing him. They're not going to play games with him. They're not going to mess with the fan base whatsoever. They are going to bend over and they are going to pay him and make him the highest paid running back that has ever played in the National Football League. Hands down. Okay.
What I
That's coming,
listen.
that's coming either next year or that's coming at the end of next year before we get to year 4.
I agree 100%. And you're already wasting 4 to 5 years of his already shelf life.
Yep. And at that
So
point,
you
right
already
now,
have that down.
and right now they're 7-17 with
Yeah.
Barkley on the
Eh,
roster.
Exactly. And then you have a
And
young
I
quarterback.
don't want to. Don't get me twisted. Like I'm not saying it's not Barkley's
Why
fault
would
that
it
this
be?
roster is 7-17. No. The way it came out was, they're 7-17 with Barkley on the roster. I'm not blaming him. I'm pointing at the general manager that said that this is the guy that's going to fix everything. He's going to make the defense better, the offense better, your sister's ass better, your mother's fucking cooking better, your wife's cooking better. He's going to make everything better. And they're 7-17 with the guy on the roster. So
Tough one.
it would be nice for the GM to be accountable to that. But guess what? No one knows where the fuck he is.
Nope. Haven't heard from him. Where is he?
Missing in
MIA.
action.
MIA. And you
Old
know what?
man. Yeah.
You look at it all now and you say, okay, you got Saquon Barkley. Great. Stud. You got Daniel Jones. He could be the guy. We don't know yet.
Could be.
Could be. And I'm not, listen, I'm just saying right now, could be. I told you before, my thing is I'm not judging anything until the end of the season.
So I'm not even going to judge
What
him.
else do we?
I
What
don't
else
think
do we
you can
have?
even look at him and say. I think that right now here's the problem. I mean, and this is what's preventing me from really getting excited about this thing, guys. Is that when you look at this thing, and I'm concerned with who's making the decision. So even if he hit on Barkley, which obviously he did, it was a no-brainer. But even if he hits on Jones, like the decisions being made around them.
But that's what I'm saying. What
Yeah.
what else do we have, Jimmy? Think about it.
No.
What else besides Daniel Jones, besides Saquon Barkley? Give me 3 players that you're like, I'm excited about.
Um,
Go ahead. 3
I,
players.
I, 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 I really, I like Baker.
Okay. Are you excited?
I'm not
Does-
excited. Not excited.
It doesn't seem like you are.
Get excited. I need a pass rusher to get excited. No.
Yeah. Give me 3. Like I said, give me 3 players that you're excited about besides those 2.
There's more players on the roster I don't like than I like. Put it
There you
that
go.
way.
So
Yeah,
what
I
do
mean,
you?
yeah,
Where are you going with this?
I'd flush this entire fucking thing down the toilet
Thank you.
and scrape it. And there were teams calling about Evan Ingram and stuff like that, and they're not even willing to listen. And the way I look at it is, are these guys difference makers that are gonna like are these guys different makers gonna help you win a Super Bowl, or are these just nice pieces that we're treating and overvaluing because they're the guys on our roster, and that's a concern.
Yep. Yeah.
I mean, I look at Evan Ingram, and I look at a guy that's a really nice piece, but is he like to me like he's an extra piece or a matchup play? I don't consider him an every down tight end. Like he's not a guy that I want lining up when I need 3rd and 1 or I need some pass protection to help chip.
Well, that already showed today. So.
And I need that out of a tight end. I need that out of my tight end. I mean, I don't, and I'm going to pay this. I'm going to have to pay this guy a handsome amount of money. You know, sometimes he shows up, he doesn't catch the fucking ball. You know, so are we overvaluing our own roster at this point? Is it better to wipe the slate clean than to not invest money at the tight end position? Is it better to trade Jenkins 2 years ago? There's an assessment thing on this roster that needs to be taken into consideration.
The problem that I think we both agree with, it's just way too. We're done. We're just too far.
Oh, they're late. Oh, they're late. They're 2 years late now.
Yeah,
they're 2 years
there's
late.
Nothing. Yeah.
And we are right on time for the start of the second half. Out across the 20, 25, 30. Good return across. Oh, beautiful run. Almost out the midfield. Is that Latimer? There you go. Yeah. Dropped at the Giant 48-yard line. Scampering Corey Latimer. Getting free. Beautiful return. Good blocking there by the Giants. Missed tackle by Marr. And Latimer keeps it trucking upfield. And the Giants set up close to midfield, trying to get this lead back. They'll start at their own 48. Jones under center.
Run.
Play action. Rolls left. Looking. He's going to run it. He's in Cowboy territory and slides down after a gain of around 7. Just short of the 45-yard line of the Cowboys. Field goal, punt, touchdown, field goal, and an interception to close out the half for the Giants. 2nd down and 3. Handoff. Ingram coming around, and it's going to be a gain of around 2. Looks like he's knocked out. Should be a yard short of the first. Man, DeMarcus Lawrence is playing like a fucking man possessed tonight, man. Did you see that play on the goal line? They jumped like fucking 4 yards.
Yeah.
He loves.
Jesus Christ. Third down and 1, folks. Jumbo package for the Giants with Latimer the only receiver and Barkley in the back. Barkley, skip, jump, got it, first down. Not a big gain, but enough to move the chains. And it'll be a Giant first down. at the Cowboy. What is that, on the 44, guys?
Yeah.
41.
Oh, no, 41. There you go.
41.
So from the 41, DJ, out of the gun, goes to Barkley. Juke, spin, drop at the 40. Nothing there. The Cowboys have been all over Saquon Barkley tonight. Giant offensive line, in terms of running the football, has been, lack for a better term, bitch slapped. Second down and 9. From the 40. And blown dead here. False start, looks like, against the Giants. Looks like it's on Slayton. Starting safety for the Cowboys, Heath, walking off.
That's definitely a big loss for Dallas.
That's a big loss for them right there. It's a good football player, one of their captains, and he steps off to the side, and they're looking like they're taking him to the back to be evaluated. Second down and 14. Barkley now comes out, split out to the right. Jones by himself in the backfield. Takes the snap, throws, complete, short gain inside the 40 down to the 39 for Ingram. It'll bring up a third down. It'll be a third down and 5 maybe for the Giants. It looked like that might have got him around 4 or so. Jalen Smith on the tackle. He's been all over the Ingram, 4 catches, 39 yards. And the Giants with a third and 8, actually, from their own 39, from the Cowboy 39. Big blitz, Jalen Smith, inside, wrapped him up, got him. Flags down.
I hope that was not holding, because they didn't do a good enough job of holding.
No, they should have held better if that was the case, because they just collapsed. Cowboys played a game, meet me at the quarterback, and it looks like it might have been illegal hands. Oh, no, against the Giants. It was illegal hands to the face, but it was against the Giants, and they couldn't even judo their way to protecting Daniel Jones that time, and they will have to punt. Oh, big possession here for the Giants defense.
There is. Gotta stop.
You let them come down here, score a touchdown, go down 8 points, man. Things get very dangerous all of a sudden. That would have been 17 consecutive points if we let them come down and score here. So it's going to be important that the Giants, as they get a decent bounce, and they'll down it at around the 10, show up here, get off the field on this drive, and get the Giants the ball back. So 10:56 left, third quarter. Giants lead 13-12, and now there's a flag down.
Uh-oh.
Let's see. It's going to be against the Giants. I think it's the Giants.
Shot block.
Oh. So they go from the 10 to the 25 with the penalty on the chop block. Fuck. So it looks like the Giants are going to have them pinned at the 10. Instead, they'll move it out to the 25, and that's where the Cowboys will start as they head to commercial.
And just like you guys said, this is a big. If defense can get them out the field, it's gonna be huge. If not, we can.
You can't. Yeah,
we see this
you
momentum
can't give
go
them
the other way.
anything. Yeah, you can't give them anything here. You got to step up now. If they don't,
Yeah.
they give them some points here. It's just more of a positive influence for the Cowboys as they have already taken over the game.
Yeah, I think it's important that they, draw a line in the sand here. Get this become the Cowboys. Oh, Giants, slay me.
Hey
I
man,
was all excited for this game until that last 2 minutes of the half killed all the
Looks like
momentum.
ever since the Black Cat.
that
Yep.
you see, I told you, damn cat. Where'd it come from? Who the hell has a black cat in in a stadium?
Yep. Ever since
It's got to
that
be
cat
something
showed
like
up, man.
some hairdresser or somebody just brought their cat in and it got loose. Guaranteed. And this is what
Unreal.
happens. This is what happens. So Tim, where in North Carolina are you? Exactly.
Pretty much Raleigh.
Raleigh. Okay. Cool.
Yeah, yeah. I don't miss the weather up north anymore. Trust me.
No.
Yeah.
Well, especially not in Syracuse.
Oh, absolutely not.
Jalen Smith. And that goes to Zeke, and he muscles his way out across 30 to the maybe 32 when we're all said and done.
Did you guys just see that? Like, where's the energy in the
So, yeah,
second
well,
half?
they're just. I mean, the Cowboys are getting. I mean, 5 or 6 yards at a clip every time they run the ball. I mean, it's they're not even. I mean, they're just moving the ball straight ahead at us at this point. Zeke is making it look easy. And play action here. Dak now throws to Zeke. Stutter steps, pivots, gets a first down out to the 40-yard line. Let's see. Check the flag. Let's go push him back, way back. Holding against Dallas. There you go. There you go. Against Tyron Smith. Gets caught. And that'll push Dallas back. A big possession for this Giant D. He's so good. Jalen Smith. Such a good football player. Second down at 14. Pollard in motion. Now takes the little skip pass. He's out across the 25 to the 30, stood in bounds, and will set up a third down and maybe around 6 for the Cowboys.
Jimmy, you know how I feel about Jalen Smith. We've talked
Yeah,
about him.
I know. Yeah,
You know how I feel about him.
he's a guy to be excited if he was in blue, right? He's one of those guys you were just talking about, 24
I
years
would have
old.
they took a
Sideline to
flyer on
sideline.
him.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they hit gold.
I wish the Giants did. I would have took a flyer on him.
Oh yeah, so much talent, so much. He took the year off, and he is right back to where he was.
Mm.
And
All
here's
right.
Dak. Hit, throws complete, but that will do the job.
There you go. Good job.
Good pressure by the Giants. Completion underneath the Cobb. Hit right away, and that sets up a 4th and 2. And the Giants do their job. 3 and out, get the ball back.
I mean, we can't answer the defense for any more.
No,
No,
that was
this was
exactly what we wanted there.
Yeah, exactly. This was we all said it. It was a big defensive stand.
Is Tate, 25, 30, out to around the 34, 35-yard line. Decent return to start. With 8:28 left in the third, trailing by one. Saquon, 30 yards on 12 touches.
That's just. I'm not gonna comment. No, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
I don't know.
I'm sorry.
Like 12
Just
touches midway through the third quarter. Like he's on pace to touch the ball 20, 24, 25 times. I don't know. Like maybe they're just all over him. Like this is a pretty good defense, man. Like maybe they're just, they said wherever Barkley goes, we're gonna go. Jones is gonna have to beat us consistently with his arm. We're gonna drop our safeties and we're gonna swarm the fucking
Well,
to Saquon,
let's
and
be
they
honest.
have the
Dallas
talent.
has
They have
Sean
the
Lee.
talent to do it.
They got Jalen
Yeah, they have
Smith.
and they're playing without Van Der Esch tonight,
they
Hey,
are. Yes.
Thank God.
right?
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't want to go too much into it with Barkley. I mean, he's going to have games where he struggles and the defense takes him away. I think that the frustrating part is that it seems like we're letting them dictate to us how he's going to be used. That's the frustrating part. It would be nice.
You know what? Yes. You know what, Jimmy? That's very, very smart on your part. That is exactly what I'm seeing too. It's
They
like,
are dictating how he's being used, and it's.
yep.
I think that if you have it's not. It's
They're
where
taking
the
him
catch is.
away, so we're gonna just adjust our stuff.
Right,
And
instead of
go,
saying that this
no.
is our best player, we're going to find a way to get him the ball. I'm going to line him up in the slot. I'm going to run a wheel route with him. I'm going to run a little pick route for him. I'm going to use him like a slot receiver. I'm going to bring him out of motion. I'm going to run a screen to him out wide. Like I'm just going to continue to find ways to get him the ball in space. And it seems like that they're very content with. I mean, you look at his receptions today. I mean, I could be wrong. Before the half, he had one reception for 5
Yeah, he's only
yards.
got one catch.
I don't know that he has any more. This is a guy that's been touted as he's just as good as a wide receiver. Well, if you're not giving him an opportunity to get those balls as a wide receiver, then you're not going to see the best of him as a wide receiver, right? So, I mean, why the fuck would we? I mean, it's not Saquon's fault that every time he touches it, there's fucking 5 guys. Yep. You have to find ways to get your best player the ball in certain circumstances and dictate where that comes, as opposed to the defense right now just basically punking you.
Correctamundo.
And here we go. From their own 35. Jones out of the gun. They could change it. Barkley has the talent to change it with one touch. Out of the gun, Jones drops right, throws, and that to me is a complete waste of a fucking play. I mean, you're going to Red Ellison a yard behind the original line of scrimmage. I mean, he catches that. It's second down and 11. Like, fucking why? Like, it's just, it's I don't know. He's your best player, and you're using him as a fucking decoy. I don't understand it. 11 rushes, 24 yards, 1 catch for 5. Unbelievable. Take it out of the gun, no backs. Throws complete from short again, only to the 40. And the Giants right now, and it seems like the Cowboys too. The Giants seem very content in just taking the underneath stuff. And the Cowboys seem extremely content with letting the Giants just take it and saying, like, hey, listen, you can't put a full drive together on us right now. And we're not going to give up any big plays to slow in their tape.
3rd and 6, and then you took Evan Ingram out.
Well, I mean, yeah, there you go.
It makes no sense to me.
Well, here's why. I'll tell you why. Because Ellison's going to chip because Ingram can't.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And here's Jones stepping up, running. Oh, Christ. Fumble. Cowboy. Ball came out right at the line.
I'm hoping he was down.
Or was he tough? Let's see. So here he goes. He steps up. And he is touched.
No,
looks like it would have been right
it's a
at
fu-
the. Got to
he's
slow
a
it
he's
down
a
here. Let's
fucking
see.
turnover machine, is what
Ball's
he is.
out.
Sorry, guys. Sorry.
Ball's out.
I'm sorry.
Fumble wire. Cowboys ball. Clean recovery.
Turnover.
And you know what? I want to. You know what? I don't want to kill the kid for that, man. He put his head down and was going for the first down. Right.
You want
So
your
I mean,
You want your quarterback to do that?
yeah. Sometimes I do, Joe. Against division rival at home, 13-12, midway through the third quarter to spark the offense and get them going. Sometimes I do. Here's what I think Daniel Jones needs to happen: is he needs a couple of years in the weight room and getting stronger so he can hold on to those balls, and then he won't fumble.
He's isn't he 230?
Yeah, Joe, but he's a fucking. You know, he's a couple of years in the NFL weightlifting, but he's going to get stronger in the next couple of years.
To me, 230 is 230. I played 230 is 230.
He's going to get stronger though, Joe. He's stronger.
He needs to
those
understand.
things you can teach you can teach ball protection and stuff like that. You can't teach to have the ball to go in the first
13-12 game. Just go down. Hunt.
Yeah, but if he slides there, he doesn't come close to the first. Big hole
Fine,
for Elliott.
fine, perfectly fine. Punt it away. Punt it away. Punt it down.
I mean, I'm gonna knock. I'll knock him for the fumble, but I'm not gonna knock him for going. He had the.
Listen. I love the effort.
Had the first.
I love the effort. Don't get me wrong. I love the effort, but he's got to start learning that. You know, live for another play. Right, live for another play. You know, understand it's 13-12 midfield. You don't get the first down.
Cobb at the 2. Oh, I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna kill him on that. He was going for the first.
You know, he got smacked.
That's an issue for him. We know it's an issue for him. I think there's a way to fix that. Hopefully, he has, in a year or two.
We went, and Tiki was a running back.
But I mean, it's not good that he leaves the league and he's played.
No.
He leaves the league.
Exactly.
He is a rookie. And here's Zeke, and he's muscling his way down to around. And it looks like that'll set up a third down.
No.
And here come the Cowboys. They lead 13-12. 5:36 left here in the third. They have the ball at the Giant 12-yard line, and it is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun,
right.
Dak trying to get it himself, and he is dropped.
Horrible play call.
Good job by the Giant defense. Not fooled by the little run pass option, and Dak trying to get outside and run it himself, and Giants eat it up, and that'll have them settle for a field goal.
What do you guys think of Booger McFarland?
He's horrible.
I can't even. If we weren't doing the game,
how bad is he? Seriously?
Bad.
He's so bad.
I'd have him on.
I mean, I like the guy. I like him when like if he's not on Monday Night Football, and he
talks,
at
ESPN,
he's
and
good.
Like when I saw my first take and stuff like that, he was good.
He's good. And when he does this shit, he is atrocious.
Yeah.
Because he's the one who's got to talk the whole time. He's the one talking the whole time. He needs somebody else.
They have nobody else. That's why. Which is
they have nobody else.
They should get Bleedbigblue. That's what should happen. Just do this. we take over the friggin' whole Monday Night Football scheme.
Be a lot of editing. There'd be a delay button going on.
Well, yeah, obviously we can't. We can become more professional, Jim. Make it happen. Let's go.
I think one of the things that make us listenable is that we're not.
Ah,
We don't care. We have the bias.
Yeah, who wants to listen to a bunch of professional people every night? I mean, sometimes it's good to let your head down.
speaking of non-professional stuff, Jimmy, you would love this. So yesterday, my son and my daughter, were going at it, and they were talking smack with each other, and then they were dancing, and then I don't know what the hell this new dance stuff. I have no idea what the hell's going on. It To me, it's ridiculous. So Nicholas does this funky stuff, and Sophia goes, "Hold up," and she just like does the floss, literally flawlessly, 9,000 miles an hour, and Nicholas goes, I, I just got nothing for it. That
I got
that
nothing for you.
he's like, I just got nothing.
I can't do it. You win.
Nothing. Nothing.
You have to bow out.
And Tim, you don't know. So my son is 15 and she's 7.
You know what? It just brings
So
back to our old days, dance battling.
it
It
was
didn't do it.
as a parent sitting watching that happen was absolutely hysterical.
It's priceless.
It was unbelievable. Like, and listen, Nicholas, he was trying to go. I don't know what the hell he was doing. I would never do any of his dance moves because I don't know what it is.
Yeah, they do some crazy shit. Even my
Uh,
David's sons do that shit. Now look at them.
Yeah,
What the fuck you
that with
doing?
their hands and
They're
she
hopping,
just was like,
punching,
yeah,
skipping, and the fuck is going on?
she
They're
just
all
looked at
doing
him. She was
Fortnite,
like,
man.
yeah,
That's
she was
right.
like,
That's
nah,
right. Sorry.
nah, hold up, bam, 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 bam. He was like, I just got nothing. And I'm like,
I am not worthy.
God. I'm like, Nick, just go to bed, dude. You're done.
She gets to stay up an extra half hour. You go straight to bed.
It was
Too funny. 16-12.
All right, Latimer, let's go.
It is
All right,
Latimer.
Latimer's
30,
right back up to the 50.
40.
Well,
Well,
he can't do it by himself.
the Giants have started. Their average starting field position tonight has been what, the 46, 47-yard line. I mean, they are pretty much starting close to midfield. They've had great field position all night long, but they've
Put it in the
continued
damn
to
end
just
zone. Let's go.
fuck up. Turnovers, missed field goals, just ugh, tough breaks, especially of late. There was a little period in the second quarter where the Giants
Come on,
offense
Barkley,
was
do
playing
something.
pretty well. They got to get that back. So here we go. 1st and 10, 4:34 left in the third quarter. Giants trail by 4, 16-12. Play action. This throw incomplete. Wanted to go play action and then get the ball to Barkley, but the Cowboy defense blew it up. And who else? DeMarcus Lawrence all over Jones, not allowing him to get it out to Barkley. It'll be second and
why
10.
is nobody touching him?
Why are we?
Look,
Yeah,
look,
what
nobody.
offense is this?
Look at it.
Nobody put a hand on him.
Nope.
We're
Not a
gonna fake
single
him out.
soul.
We're not even gonna block him.
Not a single soul.
He's gonna be
Not
shocked.
even- Not even blow on him.
That's how we get an extra second.
I mean, just unbelievable. Now, Jones, handoff, Barkley, stuff. Sean Lee, all over him, right at the line. So, obviously wanting to get Barkley involved. Play action, looking to get him the ball via the pass. Play blown up by Lawrence. Right back to Barkley on the second play. Play blown up by Sean Lee. So, 2 consecutive touches there. Nothing for him to do. Absolutely nothing. As the Giant offense continues.
You're gonna get that kind of starting position, and we're not gonna do anything with it.
Well, here we go. 3rd and 10.
That was a nice throw. That was a nice.
All right, there we
Jones
go. All right,
steps up, throws, complete.
Benny
We get
Fowler.
1st down. Benny Fowler just across the sticks to the 41-yard line of the Cowboys. That'll move the chains, and the Giants have a 1st down. Nice throw by Jones. Good protection, good time. Throws strong to the right, gets the completion.
Mm-hmm.
Nice job there to convert on a 3rd and long. Giants needed it. Giants got it. And now out of the gun, it's Jones from the Cowboy 41.
All right.
Handoff, Barkley. Oh, no, they fooled me. DJ, scampering down the right sideline. Throw a fucking flag. Where's the flag?
Whoa.
Oh, well, they just threw the flag down because Woods hit a ref.
Chaos has broken out.
And first of all, Jones, don't even go in there. You were going to do anything.
So they faked it to Barkley going left. Everybody, including me, bit, and Barkley had the ball. Jones comes sprinting out to the right. He gets a first down. Looks like he was heading out of bounds, and then got hit out of bounds. So he gets pushed as he's going out of bounds into the cameraman. Cameraman gets fucked up. Jones hops up. Now people come over in defense of Jones, and that's when the clusterfuck happens. That should have been a penalty right there. The fucking ref is looking right at it. The field judge is coming right down. Jones was heading out of bounds and got pushed. And then the flag came after the fact. Some extracurricular activity started fucking happening. So let's see.
Well, it fired up the crowd.
Well, that should fire up the crowd. I mean, Jones is heading outside unsportsmanlike conduct against Dallas.
Yep.
Somebody got thrown out.
Yeah, I think he pushed the referee off of him.
Oh, next. Would
Yeah,
be,
next one.
Next.
Yeah,
All right,
2-1
okay.
sportsman you're gone.
That's right. But
That's not the way it was played back in our day, but
it looked like he didn't realize, to be honest, that was a ref. It just looked like somebody was grabbing him. He didn't know who it was, and he just tried to move away to say something. But so it wasn't too bad. But regardless, it gets the Giants what they wanted, and the penalty they didn't get for pushing Jones out, they get on that knick-knack one with the referee, and now it'll be 1st down and 10 from around the 13-yard line out to look like Barkley. Is that Barkley?
that
Was that Tate? Tate. I saw Barkley. Look like Barkley went in motion. I couldn't track it there. So it's the Tate on the screen, and no gain. Watch what happens. Watch. He gets pushed there, and then it looks like he doesn't know who is grabbing him right there. He's trying to go back at the lineman. See the little shove he gave to the ref where he just pushed his hands off of him? I think that's what got him.
No, that's exactly what happened. As soon as the ref got pushed, that's exactly when the flag went.
And so it works out in his favor. 2nd down and 10 from the Cowboy 13. Jones, handoff, Barkley, and runs it down to the 9. Gain of around 4. 3rd down coming for the Giants. Another big 3rd down play. Here comes Ingram on 3rd down, so he'll be on the play. He'll be on the field here. 13 rushes for Barkley, 27 yards. Yikes. Not a very good night for Saquon. 3rd and 7 from the 10. Drops back, looking, throws to the left, and it's complete to Saquon, but yeah, you could
go down 1.
Yeah, because if they come down and score a touchdown, it's still a 1-possession game. You're down 8.
Oh yeah, you got to get the points. Oh, whoa. Hernandez is.
Yeah, you kick the field goal here. You don't fuck with. If the goal is to win the game and you're not just playing reckless, you kick the field goal, and you keep yourself. Yourself in the game.
You're 1 point down. You kick the field goal. You got a whole quarter.
Yeah. The defense has been playing well, so yeah, you guys are right.
And even if they come down and score, you're looking at a situation where 23 to 15. They have no reason. To go for 2, right? A touchdown and a field goal puts them up 8, which means the Giants would need a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie the game. So you're not going to be chasing points with the lead there. You're not going to go for 2 to put yourself up 9, where the Giants can come down and go for 2 to beat you. You're going to extend the lead to 8, which means that in this scenario, the Giants should be in this game. Even if the Cowboys come down and get a score here, it's going to be a 1-possession game where the Giants are in it. So no question on going for the field goal there. The question is, some of the plays that might have got us down there, some of the execution that could have maybe turned 3 into 6, and now the Giants still trail 16. I think everybody's sleeping.
Yep.
Yeah, we're all
Everybody's sleeping.
I'm chilling out.
Yeah.
I'm just.
Little nap before the fourth quarter starts.
It does sound like Tim's like you got to be in a room that's like doesn't have much furniture in there. It sounds very open. Am I right or am I wrong?
Eh, not really.
Damn it!
It's so fucking
No, you're
funny.
wrong.
Damn! It sounds like he's like right, like he's in like an open. I mean, he must have a huge house down there in North Carolina, obviously, because he's coming from upstate New York, so he's got that huge house thing. I know how that rolls. That goes. So
Nah, you know what? It's just the way when I got a
Acoustics.
microphone, get the microphone for the cell phone. Makes it a lot
Gotcha.
easier. Cancels out a lot of shit.
Now, real quick before everything starts, I'm telling you now, I've been down to North Carolina a bunch of times.
Yeah.
And Jimmy's also, my cousin, from New York and stuff like that. There is no doubt in my mind that you have been gotten frustrated with the slowness of the service down there. There's no doubt.
Yeah, I've had to get used to it. It's everybody's just really chill.
Yeah.
And you know what? When
Everybody.
people are being nice, it took me like about a couple years to,
Yeah.
to know they're not being dicks.
Yeah. Like I've the first time I went down there, it's like I'm trying to get a cup of coffee, and there's one person in front of me, and yet they're like, "Hey, how are you? How's everything going?" I'm like, "I just want a fucking cup of coffee. That's all I want." And they would talk
Yeah.
to me. It's just so but it gets
You
you
get
can
used to it
adjust
though.
at the
You
end.
know what? It's the Southern way. I mean, I've been to, they do their meetings. They'll show up 15 minutes late for a meeting. It's not even a big deal. When that shit drives me crazy.
Yeah, I hear you.
Elusive hands. Ogletree.
Awesome.
Well,
This
gentlemen,
is the
I'm gonna
time
be
for
honest with
Leonard
you.
Williams to step it up.
Yeah, well, it was
Get
nice
your
to
sack.
fucking
Get your
play.
sack, young one.
It would be nice for somebody to make a fucking play. And we just got it off. Dak throws, complete, Cobb, first down, midfield. And that's where the Cowboys will start.
I do like the fact that Valentine's out there instead of Antonio Hamilton.
Well, it's nice to see the kid play a little bit. Hopefully he gets some run towards the end of the
I'm
season.
kind of pissed off they didn't activate Beal. I want to see what activated by Wednesday anyway, or he stays on the IR. But why not activate him for this game?
I don't know. I think that what they got is bueno. Deal. And I think that
The only thing worries about me about Bill is, if they wait on it to activate him until, like, let's say, next season, he hasn't played football in 2 years.
Yeah, I agree. I'm thinking, obviously I'm like I said, I'm optimistic. Maybe he's too hurt. Maybe next year's his year, but 2 years he's been hurt. Third round pick.
Supposedly he's been
Not,
ready to go. Supposedly
yeah, not
he was
that's
all pumped up to play this week,
yeah. Well,
and they're still waiting to activate him until Wednesday. But at least they're playing the young guy. Valentine's playing good. I want to see Love start playing.
I want to see Love start playing. Yes, I do.
I mean,
I
granted,
do.
of course, Bethea's made a couple plays this week, but usually he's getting toasted. So I'd like to see Love in spite of him.
Well, gentlemen, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to adjourn and go watch this fucking fourth quarter.
All right, hey, I'm fine with that.
I'm good.
I'm fucking. And I know we all have to work in the morning, and I'm looking at the clock
Yep.
and all this and all this stuff. So enjoy the fourth quarter, everybody. I'm sure we'll be back for another week. We'll see you Wednesday night and all that stuff, gentlemen. Thank you for hanging out for 3 quarters with us here, and enjoy the fourth. Let's go Giants. Hopefully we pull this one out.
Yep.
Give everybody-
Ciao, Bella.
Enjoy the fourth, baby. Later.